Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So before this particular episode starts, that I need to give you guys an explanation. So I got the Clio back a couple of months ago, and I've been sort of like working on that, got that back on the road. It's been MOT'd and I've been driving that as my daily driver. When I went to start compiling all the video footage I took after getting the car back, I realised that I had found footage I'd taken before the car went over to the repair shop, which I hadn't compiled into an episode and uploaded. So that's what this episode is. So just to avoid any confusion, if you've been watching our other videos on the channel, like with regards to like the Fiat 500 and things like that, this was videoed a good sort of 6 to 8 months ago. And yeah, I just felt you guys needed a bit of an explanation. Hope you enjoy the episode, and I will try and get the next episode on the Clio, all the footage that I've just done, compiled and up within at least a week, I would think, just based on my workload at the moment. But I hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, if you do, don't forget to subscribe. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks to everyone again who subscribed, all those people that have been commenting, and everyone who's watched our videos so far. So I've just literally been to the body shop and picked up the bonnet. That's all been sprayed. Today is Saturday. I was supposed to be working on the Clio doing the chassis damage, but unfortunately that little Fiat 500 is delayed yet again. We were doing the repair, or sorry, I say Alan was doing the repair on the flitch damage on the chassis, and it turned out that we needed another little bit of metal, another little part that we didn't have. So we ordered that from Fiat. That was due in yesterday, and he said he'd be working on it, if not today, most of Monday and Tuesday. So hopefully we'll have that back midweek. I can then switch the channel back over to working on the 500, and we can get the Clio over to him to start doing the repair on that. So without further ado, let's start the video and let's get this bonnet over to the unit and get it fitted onto the car. Okay, so quick update before we get to the unit. Just had a call from my wife, and a parcel which I wasn't expecting to turn up until next week has arrived. We've got some power tools, guys. No more trying to unbolt stuff, making my hands sore, trying to get bolts off that are like on there solid. So I just quickly popped home, grabbed this little parcel. I'm going to have to thank Tool Den massively for this, because I only ordered these tools yesterday, and when I was speaking to a guy called Stuart on the phone, he said, look, if there was a way I could get it to you tomorrow, I would do it. He says, but my DPD guy's already been and gone, unfortunately. And then they've turned up this morning, so he's obviously found a way to get these tools to me for the weekend, which is absolutely brilliant. So let's get back to the unit, get the bonnet fitted using the new tools, and show you what I've got. So here it is, my new impact wrench. So I only ordered this yesterday about midday. I've actually ordered a ratchet, cordless ratchet as well, but that's not arrived, so I'm hoping that that's in a separate shipment. I have just emailed the guys at Tool Den just to double check that there were 2 shipments and that it's not been missed. But to get this out to me this quickly, I'm really impressed. So I'm going to get this unboxed and have a look what we've got, do a bit of a vlog update on the new tools. So first off, just before I take the packaging off, it's got 4 different settings for different torque settings. So if we just like buttoning something up, it goes to 40 Newton meters. Then section number 2 is 120, 220, and then 300. So more than I think that what we'll need. I did a lot of reviews online. Obviously watched a lot of YouTube videos on people what they recommended, and this one came out as quite a good bit of kit to have. Decent sturdy case with it. What have we got inside? So it comes with 2 5-amp batteries, 5-amp hour batteries, sorry. The charging station, and it looks like I should also be able to charge the other battery that I've got for the ratchet in this one as well. And then the actual bit of kit itself. Feels solid. Alright, let's check the the instructions as to what we have to do first. I'm guessing stick the batteries on charge, and then we'll have a play with this and see how we get on. So I just hooked the battery into it, so it's got a battery meter on the front of it. Obviously this one's low, so we need to charge it, and then on the top we've got the 4 different settings for the torque levels, and then has this little Wi-Fi symbol. So according to the box, this is actually app enabled, which is a bit crazy considering it's a tool, but we'll get the app installed and see what that does. So I've just installed the app. Basically it allows you to track where your tools are. You can assign them to jobs, so I'm guessing if you're a big company and you wanted to have multiple tools assigned to different locations, you can use that. But also the benefit is if this gets stolen, you can actually use the app to lock it out so that the actual device can't be used at all, which is really cool. So yeah. Oh, the other thing you can do on it is you can customize the settings. So on these 4 here, if you wanted to change the torques and things like that, apparently you can customize that as well. So I've got the big battery, second battery here on charge. We'll leave this to one side for a little bit, get that bonnet out of the boot of the C-Max, and then we'll have a crack at installing it. I just need to wait for someone to come and give me a hand to lift it into place. Okay, so just got another notification from DPD, that second parcel delivery today. So this must be the ratchet. There you go. So I actually watched quite a long YouTube video on this one, and they put it to the test with like a lot of different ratchets, and there was one that was I think twice the price of this one, and this basically came out top. So on that basis we now have an M12 cordless ratchet, and this one doesn't look like it's app enabled. So again, in this you've got a nice carry case for it. Got the charging dock there, which is actually the same as the charging dock on the bigger bit of kit, so hopefully I won't even have to have 2 chargers out, just have the one. So it's got a safety lock feature on it, so you can take that off. It's got an LED, and so does that one as well, so it helps you see when you're working in awkward areas underneath the car. And it comes with just the one battery, which conveniently charges in the exact same base. So again, massive thanks to Toolden. I'll stick their details in the description with a link to the 2 machines that I've actually bought. And I'll say if you need any help or any advice, they're extremely good. And I'll say they got these out for me at very short notice, very quickly, so I even got a chance to use them this weekend. Right, let's get on with that bonnet. So let's get on to swapping the bonnet out now. We've got the one that's replacing it, and we're going to start off. I'm going to take off this padding on the inside, and then we'll pull out the connectors for the washer jets and remove those as well. There you go, so that's the old bonnet off and new bonnet on. I did forget to hit record again when we took the old bonnet off, but it was essentially just those two bolts and then the bonnet stay as well. So now what I'm going to do is on the old bonnet, which is in there, strip off all the bits that we need to transfer onto this and get that bit done as well. Okay, so I've put the other two rubber bungs back in the top here. I'm going to get the other ones ordered from Renault, 2 new ones, because the ones that were on the original bumper, one of them doesn't want to seem to come off, and the other one is just lost. So I think we'll call that a day on the bonnet. But let's just give you a view. The panel alignment hasn't been sorted out yet, obviously, because I need to get the other wing on. But just to give you an idea, compared to what it was, that is tons better. I'm going to leave that foam edging on it, I think, just while it's outside. It'll give it a bit more protection, and then I'm going to turn the car back around and pop it back over there, just so that the front's not exposed. And then yeah, that was the last major piece of bodywork that I needed to order and get fitted. And so the alignment here, it's too far back, so it's very close on the edge. It's not touching, I have double checked, but I say until we have all the chassis lined up and all that wing reassembled, we won't actually know until that's done that everything then trues back up. But yeah, fingers crossed we don't have to wait too long for this bit to be sorted out. Get it all done and dusted, and back on the road. So I've made a decision. I'm going to take the rear bumper off the car before we have the chassis work done, because I can get that over to the painters. They can turn that around quite quickly, and literally we had this little crack somewhere around here, and then we've got this scuff on this side where it's gone through the paint. So let's get that off and get it over to the paint shop. Right, so that's the bumper off completely. I've stripped it all down, taking off the wiring connectors and everything on the back of it. There's a little diffuser bit that sits down the bottom, which is actually gloss black, and I've noticed there's a slight crack in that as well. So I think what I'm going to do is, rather than having the upper section of the bumper sprayed in the metallic and the other bit done and tidied up in the gloss black, I'm just getting to do the whole thing in the metallic black. So I think it'll look better, and it'll kind of blend better on the back of the car. So let's get that over to the paint shop and then move on to the next task. So that brings us to the end of this episode on the Renault Clio. Again, I gave you that bit of an explanation at the beginning, just to sort of say that this was old footage that I'd forgotten I recorded and hadn't compiled together. There's a bit of a mini review there on the new power tools, and I intend to kind of like include that sort of content as and when I buy stuff, because hopefully it gives advice to you. As I said in the video, I'll stick a link in the description to Tilden and the machines that I bought, and I say I've been using those now for a good sort of 6 months, and they are pretty much spot on. Really happy with them. So yeah, so if you enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up. If you've got any comments, please put them in the description, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification icon so you know every time I upload a new video. If you don't follow us on Instagram, follow us on Instagram and sort of get a few sneak peeks behind the scenes as to what I'm doing. I am going to try and actively use the Instagram account more, because the kind of content's been a bit lacking on there, and I want to kind of boost it. And I'm also considering sort of setting up a TikTok, just do like mini videos of stuff that we're doing, as a number of the other sort of rebuild channels have started doing the same. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks very much for watching.